Hi, everyone, and good evening. It is Friday, and it's also, or relatively at least, early Friday afternoon, my time, as you may notice by the little excessive daylight comparatively over my shoulder for a couple of, well, no, one primary reason, and that's that the boys' team tonight is off to Rose Hill Christian Academy near Ashland. We were to be in Perry County this evening, but that game got canceled on behalf of the Perry County team and coaches. And Coach Scott Castle picked up a team at Rose Hill. The boys' varsity team tipping off at 5:30, so that means that I had to be out of here early, extra early, and that's kind of hard to do on a good day. And today's been a busy day for a couple of reasons that I want to share with you, that I need to share with you. I have been making some updates as I do annually. It seems as though, not really planned, it just seems to work out that way, but some new computers, some new software, a few other things. A portion of today's efforts has been centered around Howard's cable, making a new connection that will improve the visual and audio aspect on their network for my show. The network that they've been using to air my show has never really matched up with what I've had for the past few years, and those adjustments, modifications have been being made. You may notice tonight, I'm not even sure if you will, a bit of an improvement. Still more to come in the audio and video side. Also, another significant, and this is what I'm taking the long way around to get to, is that Your News Today will be making a move in the coming days from Channel 7 to Channel 62, which is a part of that process and trying to get the signal there to match what I'm putting out in a much better visual and audio product for you. So keep that in mind. I think it's actually on Channel 62 tonight, and that is the digital channel. Rick Howard tells me you might have to scan your TV channels in your settings menu to accommodate that, but that nevertheless, bottom line is in the coming days, Your News Today will be making the jump, I believe, in entirety to Channel 62. That's the plan as of right now. We're making some connections today, and that's that, along with getting out early, has had me just a bit sidetracked, but not enough to get you your local COVID update and state before I leave you, and perhaps a few other things. I will pick that up in just a few moments after just a few messages. There is never a good time for a breakdown. They will happen, and your car at some point is going to need some repairs and maintenance. And Black Smoke Performance is open and here with professional, fast, safe service. And they now have certified full air conditioning, diagnostics, and repair to keep you cool in whatever you drive. Black Smoke Performance, 349-8785.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker. Also, Griffey approved. A few things to talk about tonight. We'll talk about the United States COVID update that I have. I don't know. I read a lot and I see a lot, and I only have 30 minutes to repeat that to you. And most of it, of course, is focused most all of it to a very local level. But even on the local level, state and national level, the coronavirus is as bad as it has ever been. I mean, we're talking about yesterday, for the first time ever, the United States had over 4,000 deaths in one day for the first time yesterday. That's the highest since we started all of this. This is not information from the state, from the government. This is Johns Hopkins University and the like. There's no political insinuations or anything of that matter attached to this data. Just hard data that says that we had 4,085 people die yesterday, and that right now we've had 346,000 people die from the coronavirus. And with this going away maybe in 6 months, which is going to be optimistic at best, there is little doubt that we're going to pass 500,000 deaths, which has long been estimated by medical health care providers and professionals. We had 274,000 new cases just yesterday in the United States. The nation's positivity rate as a whole, 13.6%. California has the highest number of new cases. Arizona is still being called the hotspot of the world, not the country, but the world. And the conditions that we are seeing around the country are far worse than they were in July, and we know how serious they were then. And experts are trying to tell everyone and convince everyone that the next few weeks may be the most severe that we have seen, even after everything that I have just read, largely due to, of course, the holiday gatherings. In Los Angeles County, California, medical crews there, EMS and first responders, have been told that they have to ration their oxygen supply and not bring in patients that have little chance of survival to try to take care of the ones who have a better chance of survival. A person is dying there from COVID every 8 minutes. That is absolutely scary. Here in Kentucky, our governor, as well as Dr. Stack and other health officials, were literally sending a similar message about rates today. I have time to just go into the most important of which. Today's number of cases followed 5,700 new cases yesterday, 4,900 new cases in Kentucky the day before. They say that along with the holiday gatherings and the new variant of the coronavirus, which is now being seen in many states and believed to have been seen here in Kentucky, that it is one of the most dangerous times that we have seen throughout the entire pandemic. The governor today announcing what appears to be the third highest daily increase that we've had thus far, 4,750 new cases since yesterday, puts Kentucky knocking on the door of 300,000 in total at 296,167. 13 deaths also announced today. And also with these high numbers is a continued high positivity rate, close to what we are seeing for the average across the nation.
Our positivity rate is now up to 11.93%. We are basically at 12% after really being at about 8.5% for a number of weeks, showing that we're seeing a real bump after the holidays that we're going to need to address by making sure that we don't gather in that same way, making sure that we go get tested, that we isolate, that we really engage in social distancing, and just think about it this way. We've had the 3 highest days ever, which means it's the highest likelihood since this entire thing began that the people you're around have COVID. So please take care of yourself and protect yourself, and do not go out unmasked and expose other people. That is a reckless disregard for human life. Today we are also reporting 13 new deaths, and it's 13 because we're doing this report earlier. If we were doing it at 4, there would be some that will be included tomorrow.
A couple of other things real quickly from the governor. He did release his budget last evening, a $12 billion budget for the state of Kentucky to the General Assembly. Very few highlights therein. About $47 million to replace the state's unemployment insurance technology that is 50 years old, literally. $8.5 million to restore 90 state workers who were posted to regional offices to help them apply for Kentucky benefits. $540 million direct aid to small businesses and nonprofits. $1,000 to 24,000, it is believed, Kentuckians with no fraud or identity issues who have been waiting for at least 2 months for jobless benefits to begin and who haven't. As for those hundreds of millions of dollars in aid to local businesses, small businesses across Kentucky, well, there's not a very warm reception by some GOP legislators. There's a $1,000 pay raise included in that for our teachers, K through 12, totaling about $49 million. A 1% increase in SEEK funding for our schools, about another $32 million. A 2% increase in funding for state public universities, about $18 million. And the list goes on. Of course, this is a proposal that will be looked at and then, of course, considered again by the GOP legislators later on in the month of March. I'll be right back. This home is back on the market in Dixie of Sagersville, just steps away from the Ramey Park and downtown. One family owned since the 1950s. It's practically ready to move into and perfect for a remodel that would make it an incredible home and investment. Original hardwood floors throughout, an extra large upstairs, 4 bedrooms in all, 2 baths, a basement, serviced central heat and air, all on a prime lot well over a half an acre. And the original asking price of $147,500 has been reduced. Call 606-349-3699 for an appointment to view or for more information. Drive safe and save this winter at Conley Tire in Staffordsville, or just go to conleytire.net to see the latest specials on thousands of all-season snow and off-road tires in stock every day. And you can take 6 months to pay with no interest at Conley Tire, 297-2424. Nearly everything today is about being safe and well, and Parkway Pharmacy has 2 great ways to get your prescriptions quickly, safely, and conveniently. Simply pull up curbside and call and let them know you're there, or circle around the building and drive through. And just in, a fresh inventory of Atalo, premium CBD oil and cream products for managing pain, anxiety, depression, rest, digestion, and more. All at Parkway Pharmacy in Salyersville. Know that life cannot come to a complete standstill because of the pandemic, but we can make sure that you can continue to bank safely and securely by calling either branch of the Sagersville National Bank to schedule any in-lobby services, or by using either of our drive-thrus. Mondays through Fridays, the main drive-thru is open from 8 until 3, and the branch drive-thru is open from 8 until 5, and the branch drive-thru is also open on weekends, Saturdays 8 until noon, with ATMs available 24/7 at both locations. Or by taking advantage of our completely free 24-hour internet banking and bill pay, banking by phone, remote deposit, automatic payment services, and more. Sagersville National Bank, always making your banking easier and safer.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a brand new phone but really don't want to pay hundreds of dollars up front for it? Then Appalachian Wireless has the deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $400 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front, then a few bucks more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay, and it's called the Appalachian Advantage. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
Your local COVID update in just a few moments. Right now, I do have a couple of birthdays that we very importantly need to go to via tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. I've got one that says a happy 22nd birthday, please, to be wished to Donovan Keith. Donovan Keith Watson from your mama, dad, Uncle Sean, Lori, cousin Brooke, a host of friends and family. Happy 22nd birthday to you. Michael Holbrook, our friend Michael, celebrating his 67th birthday. And Michael, to no surprise, with a lot of love and best wishes from Bonnie and the family and a long list of friends, and we here as well. Happy 67th birthday to you too. The calendar still kind of short and sweet with the exception of the birthdays, so it gives me time to remind you, when you do have something for your church group, nonprofit organization, what have you, calendar announcements are free. Send them to me. Birthdays and anniversaries free too. And birthdays, birth announcements, and anniversaries also free to be published in the Sagersville Independent each week, but send those to Joe, J-O, at SagersvilleIndependent.com. Going on to other announcements via the obituaries brought to you nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. We know that 89-year-old Haskell Patrick, Hack Patrick of Sagersville, who passed away on the 2nd, was laid to rest per a private graveside service this week, but I'm told that a memorial service will be held at a later date in Hack's honor. The Sagersville Funeral Home reminds us that those left to mourn Hack include his sister, Janet Sue Adams, 3 grandkids, and a host of family and friends. Hack was preceded in death by his wife, Halabia Arnett Patrick, also a daughter, Sherry Patrick Reed, and son, Sam Patrick. Troy Gullett, 85, of Little Pricey, passed away on today's date. Arrangements incomplete at this time, but to be announced soon by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Of all the boxes you've been opening, this one right here will always be the tastiest, because inside is our famous recipe for the meal dreams are made of. Hot pies, stuffed with everything you crave. Always hot and always fresh. Always at your Sagersville, Lee's famous recipe. If it's not the most wonderful time of the year, it is certainly the second, the annual after Christmas sale at the seasonal shop, where most everything Christmas in the store is at least 50% off, clearance items 75% off, Yonder t-shirts 40% off, Natural Life 40% off, only while it all lasts, and only at the seasonal shop in downtown Sagersville next to Fraser's Prater Drugstore. Go with All Pro, and you'll always get a perfectly finished project backed by decades of experience and thousands of satisfied customers. Always with the best prices on everything from small to large remodels, bathrooms to kitchens to entire homes, or turnkey new construction on everything from garages, homes to retail space. And seamless gutters too. And All Pro still offers 0% financing for up to 18 months and long-term low interest rates on those big projects. For an estimate, call this family-owned business today. Our Public Health Director, Mayor Pete Shepard, tells us another day in the double digits, the second this week, which several weeks ago would have been a positive thing to be just barely in the double digits. However, after seeing numbers go down significantly in McGoffin County for weeks at a time, this week we have seen them significantly, as they are everywhere else in neighboring counties and across the state, significantly increase. So, going back to this past Saturday, when we saw 2 over the course of the weekend, we saw 9 Monday, 8 cases Tuesday, 10 Wednesday, 5 yesterday, 10 today. Add it all up, I get 44 for the entire week here in McGoffin County. Now, keep in mind, there was just not so many weeks ago a time when we would see 44 in as little as 2 or 3 days, weeks on end. But we saw numbers significantly go down to single digits for quite some time, low single digits. But like everywhere else, in lieu of the holidays and other factors, we have seen those numbers go back up. And we now have 44 for this week. McGoffin County still very firmly in the red on our incident rate map. And today's 10 gives us a total of 794 cases. We had 0 hospitalized yesterday. Today we have 3 people who are in the hospital as a result of the coronavirus. As for the vaccine, no new update there. The initial 200 that the health department received still, as I told you yesterday, they finished distributing those this week, and still no new information from the state as to when we might see the next round of vaccine. Now, before I skedaddle on out of here extra early tonight for an extra long road trip for the boys' basketball game, a low of 26 is where we should fall tonight per your Licking Valley RECC outlook. Cloudy skies and a northerly wind around 5 miles per hour or so. That will be becoming calm in the next little while. For your weekend, cold and cloudy pretty well sums it up for tomorrow. Mostly cloudy, 35 for your Saturday. Back down to the low 20s tomorrow night under partly cloudy skies for the first half of your very much beloved weekend, I hope at least. But the sun does make a return. Been a few days since we saw some of that. And Sunday it will help warm us up to a balmy 42 degrees. But still, nighttime lows very firmly in the low to mid 20s. But 42 and sunny for your Sunday. And close to that, almost exactly that, temperature-wise and sun-wise for your Monday, mostly sunny and around 42 degrees. In the afternoon on Monday, say after 2 or 3, our next scenario paints a picture of about a 20% chance of some snow showers Monday afternoon, later in the afternoon, and that continuing primarily up to about 8 or 9. So about a 6-hour window maybe for some light snow, maybe a little rain mixed Monday afternoon and early evening. Daytime highs again right around 42 on your Monday. I do have a little good news thereafter, and as soon as the graphic flips here in just a few seconds, you'll see as temperatures will continue to climb and get closer to the upper 40s than the low 40s. Let's go on over to Tuesday. Still more sunshine, but dry. No snow, no wintry mix, no nothing, but partly sunny, 43 on your Tuesday, and a pretty decent day overall, certainly on the chilly side, but it is the middle of January. Tuesday night, 28 degrees, mostly cloudy that evening, but by Wednesday, the clouds will give way to mostly sunny and we will see right around 45 degrees, mid-40s midweek, mostly sunny, upper 40s on your Thursday and Friday of next week. We've got a nice dry spell Tuesday through Friday, and temperatures in the 40s, and that's mid and upper 40s for the majority of the week, at least Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Again, Friday of next week, this time mostly sunny, still getting close to 50 degrees for a couple of days. That's it. I am off to Rose Hill Christian Academy for little boys basketball action. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. It's going to be a chilly one, and I'll see you back here Monday for more of your news today. Good night. Thank you for watching.